Apology not accepted. What's up, everybody? I am the Skeptical Realist. Hit that like button if you think this apology is going to be a bunch of BS. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, share the video. Let's do it. Here we go. Crenshaw apologizes. About effing time. Calling some GOP colleagues terrorist was turn of phrase during tough negotiations. You know what this should say is calling some GOP colleagues terrorists was a huge mistake. I should have never done it. I let my emotions get the better of me. I sincerely apologize, and I would never do it again. Representative Dan Crenshaw said Sunday on CNN's... I almost don't need to say anything else after that, but I will. State of the Union that he apologizes for calling his fellow Republicans terrorists during the intense negotiations over Kevin McCarthy's speakership. Should have never said that shit. And we will never forget, no matter how much you apologize. That was ridiculous. Over the line, over the top, emotional bullshit. During a Fox News radio interview, Crenshaw said, "Those of us who are standing against this, we're standing for principle. They are standing for notoriety. They're standing for that extra news that because nobody ever cares about them. And they're frustrated by that. And they want that extra news that we know that we can't give into this because then they will always run the conference." What illiterate mother says shit like that? I mean, I didn't ask you. Shut the... Anyway, they will always run the conference. Yeah, maybe those guys need to run the conference, not people like you. And they'll just get another scalp and another scalp. Another scalp and another scalp. Whether it's Boehner or Paul Ryan or them McCarthy. Okay. Scalise would just be next. And, well, we all know it. We just can't allow that to happen. That's why those of us are saying, like, look, you pushed us into this corner, period. So now we're man, is this typos or what the, who's translating this bullshit? Saying we won't vote for anyone but McCarthy. That's why we're saying it, because we cannot let the terrorists win. The terrorists. What a jackass, bro. That's basically what's happening. And I do have to go. So that was said on a Fox News radio interview. And if that was said word for word, this man can't speak. Yeah, just like me. Crenshaw said, "You opened up with the terrorist comments." Okay, now we're back on CNN. "You opened up with the terrorist comments. I have to address that." Yeah, you should. Anchor Jake Tapper said, "Please," while frothing at the mouth. Crenshaw said, "Things get heated and things get said. Obviously, to the people who took offense by that, it's pretty obvious. It's meant as a turn of phrase." A turn of phrase. Offended. So what? They can't be offended by that? Because you're saying that now it's a turn of phrase, so they don't have a right to be offended. Tapper said, "A metaphor." A metaphor what? An offensive expression? Crenshaw said, "It is..." No, he didn't say it is. He said it in the context of intransigent negotiations. So it's okay to call people that? It's okay to say things like that because you're in an intransigent negotiations? No. Crenshaw continued, "I've got thick skin. I'm called awful, vile things by the very same wing of the party that I was fighting at that moment. So I was a little taken aback by the sensitivity of it." Sensitivity of being called a terrorist when you're standing up for your country. Dude, you knew exactly what you were saying. You knew exactly what you were saying. And you meant it. You meant it like it was taken. But to the extent that I have colleagues that were offended, of course they're offended by it. That's why you said it. And that's what you meant. I sincerely apologize to them. Do you? Too late. I don't want them to think I actually believe they're terrorists. Okay, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. How do we know? I mean, that's what you said. Should we not take you on your word? It's certainly a turn of phrase that you use in intransigent negotiations. That doesn't matter. You don't do that. Say something else. Calling them terrorists, man? Fuck that. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Like the video if you think this was some BS apology that you'll never accept. And you won't forget. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Before you go, maybe head over and check out the merch store. Yeah, click the link below. I've got 2 subscribers, and I've got a merch store. Who knew?